Good evening, everyone. A very, very warm welcome to each one of you in today's session of Everyone Can Heal, where we indeed believe that everyone can actually heal. How many of you are here for the very first time? Give me one in the chat box. I'm going to give you a special invitation to Everyone Can Heal, whoever is here for the first time. Whoever is there second, third, fourth, fifth time, give me a two in the chat box. Leni Vinod, a special welcome because you're here for the very first time. Ria, welcome, even though you're the second time, third time. Anyone else here who is here for the first time? Hi, Padmini ma'am. Hi, Ritu ma'am. Hi, Sushma Deshpande, Nayan, Damayanti, and Sushma ma'am. Sushma Bharat. Hi, it's to you only. Yes. Hi, Rupa ma'am. Nehal Sampath, here for the very first time. Warm welcome. Yes. Lovely. So, today, we're talking about a very special topic, which is called as karmic threads. Am I audible? Am I visible? Give me a yes in the chat box or a thumbs up so I know I am clear. I'm audible. I'm visible. Am I? Yes. All right. Karmic threads. It's an interesting subject. I want to tell you that each one of you, if you're here in any of the groups associated to me, it is simply because you fell in love with the word healing, right? Maybe you wanted to learn healing. Maybe you wanted to explore what healing is all about. Maybe you were thinking that I have so many questions and I might find an answer to it. And that is why you came into healing. There is some part within you which says that I want to know something which I don't know. So my journey of healing also started with that one question that I'm looking for an answer of certain questions in my life. And when there came healing into my life, I felt I might have not found the solutions, but I definitely found a lot of answers to a lot of my questions, which had that big question mark. And I'm sure that each one of you feel the same. And whenever we have those ups and downs of life, it's very, very, very humanly natural that we go and maybe talk to ourselves or talk in front of God or talk in front of our friends and family. Why me? Why this had to happen to me? Why I had to meet this person? Why this incident had to happen to me only? Why it had to happen so bad? Right? And one of the answers which does not solve the problem, but definitely makes us feel a little better. Can anyone guess what is that one word? The moment we listen to that word, maybe a lot of feelings calm down and we feel, yeah, maybe this is the solution. Yeah, what could be that one word? Let me know in the chat what you think. Yeah, whenever we are thinking, why is this happening to me? Oh, wow. All the answers are the same word. Yes. The word, we keep thinking, that what is happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why at this point of time everything was so good? I was just enjoying life. Just now I was, having the happiest gala time of my life. But why this had to happen? Whatever it could be, for some people, it is a physical problem. Sometimes it's a mental problem. Some people have financial issues. Some people have emotional breakdown. Some people have relationship issues. So many varieties of traumas that people go through. But when they are looking for that answer, when they have done something bad, the first thought that comes to their mind, उस दिन वैसे किया था, today this is what happened to me. So they are feeling that day I did something wrong. I hurt somebody, I cheated somebody, I backstabbed, I lied, I hurt. Today, this is what is happening to me. And these category of people, somewhere they're okay because they feel I did something bad, I got bad. So my hisab kitab is okay. But then there is another category of people who keep in their mind telling, I didn't do anything wrong. I never hurt anybody, never troubled anybody, never cheated anybody. Why this is happening to me? Why this had to happen to me? And that time, this one word can make them feel a little better, although it doesn't solve the problem, karma. The moment someone says, hey, this was destined, yeah, this had to happen like this only, this is what was written in your fate, this is how it had to happen, this is part of your karma. Eventually, people started treating karma as a part of a punishment, that you do something, you get something bad. And hence, the word karma was treated as a punishment. Everyone started thinking karma means this person will have to face something, right? And there was a very false meaning to the word karma. So today I want to help you solve a lot of your karmic threads of why are things happening the way it is and how can we even actually solve them, is by understanding that karma is not punishment. It's absolutely not at all punishment. It's memory. Absolutely a memory that our soul is carrying. Yeah. Sometimes our soul is so heavy because of certain events that have happened, certain unfinished experiences that have happened, which is called as karmic threads. All right. So once we understand them, we loosen it out and automatically we feel so much more better. And that is what we are here to understand, that what are these karmic threads? Why are these karmic threads? What are these unfinished deeds? And how can we even complete them? And how do we close the transactions, right? So I'm going to start with a beautiful story which I heard from my mentor when I was trying to understand of how we meet people in this lifetime. Each and every person who is there in our life, it could be very importantly the very close ones, especially our parents, husband, wife, children, brothers, sisters. This is the first circle. We are actually soul connections. It's purely meant to be this way. There was no other option. I mean, if there's anybody who says, oh, I had 10 other options, but still I got married to this one female or this one male, no, that all options were just options and you were meant to marry this person. I could have been married, I could have been born in any other family, but I'm born here. This is how it was meant to be. These are the parents that you had. These in your this particular lifetime. This is the son, this is the daughter, this is the brother, sister. Everything which is happening is meant to be that way, because there is a beautiful game plan behind all of this. There is a beautiful director to all of this games that we all are playing, right? And that director has decided that, this is how it has to be. And that beautiful combination is going to be what, goes through that entire journey. And oh, yeah, somebody noted the time, it was 7/7. Amazing. And while I was saying 7/7, I said it was meant to be the way it is. So we all should just know that everything is for a beautiful reason. Yeah. So let me just share my screen and tell you what are the different kinds of karma. And it's important for us to understand what are the three different kinds of karma. And that will definitely give a lot of answers to those questions of yours. And of course, after this, you're allowed to ask questions. And then I have very special announcement at the end of this session. So stay back till the end. All right. How many of you promised to stay till the end? One for the questions, one for a special healing that we all will do, and one for the special announcement. Type me in the chat box if you're going to be there for sure for that special announcement, so that you also get to know some good news, amazing news for each one of you. Fantastic. To everyone who's typing me in the chat box. Amazing. Wonderful. Right? The first kind of karma is very important, which is called as Sanchit karma. What is the meaning? I'm sure a lot of you must have heard the word Sanchit karma. What Sanchit karma actually means is soul storage. It's the sum total of all our souls which we have gathered together, karmas of the entire, all the souls that we have had in multiple lifetimes. We just collected, put together from childhood, from ancestral patterns, from experiences that have been from the past. Everything, it's completely a sum total of all the lifetimes is called as Sanchit karma. Now, you don't have to worry because we are not given that kind of a, work to handle in this lifetime. No, this is not active karma. This is called as stored karma. Now, it's so beautifully designed that there is an X amount of karma which is there for everybody. Okay. Equal happy and equal sad, equal good, equal bad. And all of this sum total is there the same for everybody. It's divided differently in everybody's each lifetime. All right. So what we are supposed to experience in this lifetime as me, Madhura, right, in this lifetime of mine, as you Rupa, as you Ritu, as you Padmini, Sushma, and each one of you, right, Nayan, Prasanna, each one of us in this lifetime, the way we are, we have some account from the Sanchit karma. The total is Sanchit karma, and some part is given to us as Madhura, you take this. In this lifetime of yours, you will have this plus, this minus, go ahead and handle this. And that particular karma is called as Prarabdha karma. That is the active karma. All right. So Prarabdha karma is that portion which is removed from that Sanchit karma, activated and put it in this lifetime. And they say, now, Madhura will be born in this family with this kind of a body, with this kind of a life situations, with this kind of a challenges, which are not accidents, which is not like this was just, oh my God, coincident. Why did this happen to me? No, that's such a beautiful word that you must know. It's called as a chosen classroom. If you give a child, like we say, आज तुम्हारा स्कूल में एडमिशन होगा, and from LKG to PhD, everything you need to finish in 1 year. Tell me, everyone, is it possible for that child to finish when it's 5 years old? Give me yes or no in the chat box. I want to know whether you guys are understanding or not understanding. When a child is getting into school and in LKG, they say LKG say PhD tak portion all together in 1 year you need to finish. It's not possible, right? All the people who are saying no are the people who are understanding, and those who didn't answer are those who are not understanding. Right? So give me a yes or a no so I know that you're understanding. Absolutely. And that is why, in easy terms, the child is given 1 year for LKG, 1 year for UKG, 1 year for first standard, second standard, third standard, fourth standard. And in every standard, it gets a little bit of portion to learn, right? And every year, it gets more difficult and difficult. It's so natural. We say fifth standard was like this, sixth standard is little more difficult, seventh standard is more difficult, eighth standard is more difficult. One, because we are evolving and becoming stronger. Two, because as we are evolving, we need to evolve faster also, and hence we are given more tougher challenges. Similarly, in this prarabdha karma right now, there could be someone who is just had their second time chance as a human being, just second times, and that's why they can make a lot of mistakes. They can be a lot of fun loving, they can be a lot of chill, different kind of characters. And then there could be someone who is living as a human being the 100th time. So they've had all of those fun, entertainment, dancing, singing, and now they're thinking that now I want to just evolve and get better. I want to go close to moksha. And these are those people who are little elevated souls than those second standard. These are the PhD, still not completed PhD, but they're in first year PhD. And they are understanding that I'm here on a serious job. I can't go chilling around like other people. How do medical students talk? How do PhD students talk? No, no, no. You guys go to movie. I have a project work to finish. I have my dissertation to submit. Yeah. So we guys who are here in this group are the people who are interested in topic of healing, spirituality, karma. The word karma, some people are like, I'm not interested in knowing all this karma. Yeah, I'm going clubbing, pubbing, dancing, movie, boyfriend, girlfriend, chilling, drinking, smoking. It's so much fun. But we are here who are saying no to all of that and saying, come, let's sit here, learn about karma. Ma'am is talking about karmic threads, some class she is doing. Let's sit and understand. We are those PhD students who are feeling like we are very close. Now we are interested in this topic. We are interested in knowing what is all this, why we are so attracted to all of this, why spirituality, why healing, why energy, all of that, right? So these chosen people are those who are now the elevated. So we are all not at all those souls who are in our second lifetime, third lifetime, fourth lifetime in healing. We have crossed so many lifetimes, and now we are very close to that beautiful word called moksha, liberation, ascension. All of those are beautiful words because that's why we are on this path. Not everyone is interested in this topic. Not everyone. I'm very sure I speak about this so many times to people, and there are more than 90% of the people who are not interested. They say, no, 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 this is not for me. I have so much of amazing work to do and this and that. Very few people are attracted and they say, this is my soul calling. I love this subject. I love to understand more. I want to learn more. You have another healing modality. I want to learn. That's how they behave. Why? Because these are those beautiful souls who have a calling within them to improve themselves, to help another person. How many people like helping? They say, no, 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 helping. No, 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 no. Mujhe hi nahi kafi hai. What I will help another person. So many times, even when we say just share your knowledge, they'll say, no, I don't want to give the truth. It's only to myself. Teach them this technique. No, 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 no. If I teach, then she'll become more rich than me. She'll become more stronger than me. She'll become more intelligent than me. If she gets the first rank, I'll get the second rank. No, I don't want to teach. This is how they behave, a lot of them. But we are those people who would say, I'd love to help. I like to teach. We're waiting. Kash koi aa jaye to ask, how did you do this? And I'm just waiting to tell them, this is how you can do affirmation. This is how to do Reiki. This is how you should do switchword. So we are those people who are willing to teach, willing to coach, willing to all of that. That is why we are given a lot of importance even in spiritual eyes. right? So I want each one of you to pat yourself and say that, very close to a good day very soon. We are called what, light workers. We are the light workers. What we do, there's a beautiful saying I repeat and repeat in many of my webinars. When there is a crack, light enters. But that is when a beginner is there. In LKG, that child has just gone to school. That is when there was a crack and light entered. But today, light is not entering. Today, we are only light. And we are now light workers showing light to others. If you have a crack, I am the light. If you have a crack, I am the light. That's how we all are doing, right? We are learning various healing modalities and telling people, guys, you need help, I'm here. That's how it's very important for us to understand that we, in this prarabdha karma, as whatever we have a beautiful lesson to learn. And sometimes if we think, why we have got so many challenges when we are on the spiritual world? I mean, we are like good people. Why are we getting the biggest of the biggest challenges? It is simple, because now we are in PhD, we are not in LKG. We need a big jump. After PhD, what do get? They get that beautiful tag of doctor. They are not medical doctors, but still they are honored as a doctor. That is a beautiful honor that comes through hard work, a lot of hard work, right? So that kind of a work we need to do in our current lifetime as whatever you are. If Lini Vinod is born as Lini Vinod, she has some jobs to do in this particular lifetime, some lessons to learn, some things to do. That is what Lini Vinod is going to be unique with for in this lifetime. And that is why it is important for us to understand prarabdha karma, that you can't escape it, but you can change how it affects you, right? This is a very beautiful line. You must print it somewhere so that every time there is something happening, you just have to tell yourself, yes, something happened to me. I cannot escape this. I can change how it affects you, right? So how it affects you is different, is because how we respond to it is very different, right? Let's say two children, both of them failed. This boy also failed, this boy also failed. One boy is crying, 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 locked himself up in the room and said, no, I don't want to show my face to anybody. I can't share my problem because I'm feeling so ashamed of myself that I failed. The second child also has failed, and the child is saying, it's okay. Next time I will pass. It's not the end of life. No, it's okay. I will do. How they respond is different to the same situation, right? Both of them have the same situation. How they respond is different. Similarly, even we, now that you have awareness that whatever is happening to you is not a punishment, is not to trouble you, is not to give you more pain. It's just for you to evolve very fast. A lot of it, how you look at life changes. Now you don't look at it as a problem, you look at it as a challenge that I need to evolve. इसको पास किया तो वो बोर्ड मिलेगा, डॉक्टर वाला PhD. Now I'm clearing my PhD. Why I use the word PhD is anybody who has done it knows it is very difficult to get those signatures from their guides, to get those one by one research papers approved. Each of that, what happens is very difficult. So if anybody really wants to evolve themselves, this is very important. So that is why you need to understand that everything that's happening to you in this lifetime is chosen to happen. So don't worry, do not think that you can escape it. All that you need to think is you can change it, all right, of how it affects you. And this is how it can change for you. It's called kriyamana karma, the karma that you're creating right now. Kriyamana karma is your current action, which is done with intention, which is done with reaction. And this is the most powerful karma, because whatever is the sanchit karma is not in our hands. Neither we know what it is, right? There's some director who has put that. Whatever is prarabdha karma, if I tell you, come on, tell me what is there in your after 5 years, what kind of problems you're going to face. Is there anybody who knows after 5 years what kind of challenges you'll face in life? It's a question mark. Every day, tomorrow, what is going to happen? You're like, I don't know. I love this message from somehow. How do I know which level I am? Just that curiosity which you have, no, which says, how do I know which level I am, only shows that you're at a very high level. Don't worry, you're at a very, very high level. And there's one very beautiful, Prasanna, you're already in the sky. So I think this is your last. You're very close. You're above all of us. You're in the sky. So beautiful. All of you, whoever have missed seeing what I'm showing, this is what Prasanna is. Already very close. Wonderful. Lovely. So, Kriyamana karma is the only karma we have control over. Prarabdha, we don't have control. Where you were born, you have any control? You feel like, I want to be born in Ambani's house. You have control over it? No. You want to be born as Shah Rukh Khan's daughter or Shah Rukh Khan's wife or Shah Rukh Khan's sister? No, you don't have control over it. So what is Sanchit is not in our control. What is Prarabdha is not in our control. The only karma which is in our control is called as Kriyamana karma, which you're creating right now. If you're listening to something beautiful and you feel this is something good, I'm utilizing my time in doing something amazing, you are creating an additional plus in your mark sheet. You're going very close to that PhD doctor mark. You're very good. How many of you feel that this is a plus? Type in plus in the chat box. So I know you feel that this is something amazing that you're doing. When you're listening to something nice, when you're listening to something amazing and something inside you feels that this is nice that I'm doing and creating a positive Kriyamana karma, this is what is happening to you. Ascension. The same way when you're doing something bad, what is bad? What is referred to as bad is deliberately doing something bad, right? Doing something by mistake is forgivable. So, although this is not written in this, I'm going to tell you there is Baddha karma, Nidatta karma, and Nikachit karma. This is a very quick, easy example that I'll be giving. Give you 100% attention because this is important, all right? Let's say there's a fly going like this, okay? And I was just clapping. I was just clapping like this. And one fly came and I clapped and it died. I didn't do it purposely. I didn't purposely kill it. Okay. I was just clapping and there's a fly, killed it. It's a Baddha karma. It's a small mistake which I did, but without my knowledge. Absolutely without my knowledge. It's forgivable. If I go and help someone do something good, this fly which I killed by mistake can be forgiven, right? This is possible to be cancelled. Let us say there was another fly which came and it was biting me here. It was hurting me here. It was biting. Now I see and look at myself and I say, okay, this fly, this mosquito is biting and I might feel this is hurting me. So I will kill it. So I consciously killed it, but I only killed it because it was hurting me. It was troubling me. It was causing a damage to me. It was, sir, can we take all the questions in the end, please? Can you please wait? Yeah, we'll take all the questions because I feel very bad that you're asking something I don't answer. I don't want to disturb this class. Yeah. So it's come and bit me. I've hit it because it was troubling me. This is called as Nidhatta karma, that I consciously do something wrong, but with that awareness that I'm doing because it's harming me. Something is harming me, and hence to avoid that, I am just doing this. Also is forgivable. But the third one is called Nikachit karma. Let us say there is this mosquito which is not doing any damage to me. It is just sitting there on its own. And I take and kill it and I enjoy and celebrate and enjoy that. Wow, I love this. I killed this. Look at the blood, how it's flowing. I really am feeling happy. This is not forgivable because it is not harming me. I'm giving an example. Just to understand this is an example to let you know and understand in a very short manner what are those karmas which cannot be forgiven is when you take fun in another person's pain, when you enjoy another person's loss, when you enjoy and celebrate another person's downfall. When somebody is telling that we had a big business loss, you go back home and celebrate. Wow, aisa hi hona. Somebody says I had a divorce. You're like, wow, aisa hi hona tha isko. That's the wrong thing to do. You cannot celebrate another person's pain, another person's downfall, another person's loss, another person's suffering. No, you have to be just very neutral if you don't want to celebrate also. You don't want to even say anything, just be very neutral about it. It's their part of the story. What they did, what happened to them, what you had done, none of my business. It is their part of story. So refrain from involving in anything that involves you in that bad thing is when you are very careful not to do anything wrong. And that's how you are growing. That's called ascension. And that's when you are doing good. Now, what is this about the karmic thread, right? Today's class is about karmic thread, no? So let's understand the karmic thread. Try to read this once again. The karma you are creating now, Kriyamana karma, is your current action plus intention plus reaction. This is the most powerful karma because this is where free will lies. What is the meaning of free will? I am given a choice to decide what I should do. Like maybe I can do something wrong right now. Nobody is watching me. Okay. Assuming nobody is there to watch in this room, nobody is there, and I have a chance to do something wrong. But I have a free will to do something wrong also or to not do something wrong also. But I choose every time a choice is given to do the right thing, to speak, speak the right thing, to say the right thing, to hear the right thing. Every time I have been given and thrown an opportunity, like you have a phone in your hand, you have freedom, you have the recharge, you can do anything you want on the phone, see anything that is not so good in the phone, listen to anything that's not so good on the phone. But if you're thoughtful, mindful, and you're choosing that I want to see only what's good for me, I want to listen only what's good for me, I'm going to share with people only what's good for me, I'm going to do only those activities which are good to me, good for me, right? I'm going to do something which is good, is when you are very careful with your kriyamana karma, that you are very careful, you don't want to further create a baggage, because this is where free will lies. Every time you respond with awareness instead of reaction, you lose a karmic thread, right? So let us say somebody says, "You're a stupid woman," and you have all the choice, the chance, the freedom to say, "You too are a stupid woman." Okay, someone said something bad to you, you also have the chance. You will say, like, "Why should I shut my mouth?" But you choose to say, "It's okay. She doesn't understand. She's not yet grown up. She's maybe not yet prepared here. Maybe she's going through some trauma, and that is why she's calling me like that." But I choose to not take it so personally. "How dare you call me stupid? How dare you do this to me? I'm going to take this seriously and take a revenge on you. I'm going to put a case on you. I'll put you behind the bars. I will do this. I'll tell my father. I'll tell my husband this, that, everything." This is, you are responding in such a manner like that LKG child, right? PhD child, you go and tell something, they'll say, "I don't have time for all this. You go and do whatever you want. I have my hundreds of works to do. This is what is important for me. I don't want to get into this mess." Similarly, when someone has hundreds of things to tell you, life has hundreds of things to trouble you, you choose to say, "No, I want to wait and see. Maybe something I'm supposed to learn here." And that is why I'm not going to jump into conclusion that, "Bhagwan, tumne mere saath aisa kyun kiya?" You don't get into that mood. You are just waiting and saying, "No, no, no, maybe there's something I want to have to learn." Now, why you should learn that is so that you quickly go to the next chapter and then the next chapter and then the next lesson. But if you don't learn your lesson there, again, you will come to second standard and then second standard and then second standard and then second standard. You can't go get a chance to go to third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. That's so boring to go to the same class again and again, right? So there's this person who gets one breakup, then second breakup, then third breakup, fourth breakup. Fourth breakup tak theek tha. Then she sits and thinks, "Kya galat ho raha hai? Something wrong. Was it the problem with the boy? Problem with me. Between the two, which one is right? I think all the men I met was wrong. No, 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 no. I think something wrong with me." The moment they start thinking something wrong with me, let me sit and think, am I doing something wrong? And they say, "Okay, I'm ready to correct myself. Maybe I was too dominating in all the relationship. Maybe I was too demanding from all these relationships. Now I choose to be a good girl." And then they learn their lesson. They will have a beautiful relationship. These are examples for you to understand so that it's easy for you to understand. Relationships, breakups, these are very easy stories for you to quickly understand and catch up with the thing. So, Kriyamana Karma is an opportunity for you to be free from all these karmic threads. So that's why I say healing begins the moment awareness enters action. Yeah. Now, what are these karmic threads? Is simple. I'm going to tell you. Are energetic attachments. When emotions remain unexpressed, lessons remains unlearned, forgiveness remains incomplete. Someone did something to you, but if you are continuing to say, "I will take your class one day," it means you are still in that loop. That karmic thread is on. But the moment you say that I'm going to solve this is when you forgive and move on, right? There is some problem, you choose to learn and move on. There is an emotion that you have 100 times in multiple of our classes. I say, learn to process your emotions, learn to process your emotions. If you're going through something where you feel stuck, you feel like it's not moving, life is so stuck, process it. Learn to process it so that you finish it. You do not carry that karmic threads to the next level, right? And that is why I want each one of you to start understanding and bring into your awareness that each and everything that is happening is a loop which is incomplete for a reason. It is for you to understand why this is there in my life, why this person is in my life, why this situation is in my life, why I'm going through whatever I'm going through, with awareness, and respond with all that mindfulness that I have a choice to do something good. So whenever universe throws an opportunity to you to choose something good, to do something good, to be something good, just think that you are given an opportunity for a reason. There is a bigger, work that you have in what you're doing, and that is why pick up that beautiful opportunity and go ahead and do that. That is what is called living your life with awareness. You don't live your life with just that stupid mindset which says that, she did this to me, I'm doing this to her, they did this to me, I'm going to do this to them. No, that's where you are not being mindful about each and every thought, feeling, action, words, everything. Every single day, in every single way, you live your life with 100% awareness that this is going to be how I'm going to perform my daily life, right? So that's called designing your life. You don't live and say, jaise, life jaise jaise ho raha hai, we are flowing with it. No, people who flow with them, they are not living with awareness. They don't have any control over themselves. But you, if you are here in today's live, you are absolutely going to start living with that 100% responsibility that I take charge of my Kriyamana karma. I can create my pluses and I can reduce my negatives. I can create positive karma. I have complete authority, chances, responsibility to add positive karma into my life and reduce the negative karma. And how do you do that? Is simply live with awareness, not to add anything negative and to reduce whatever is already there. So I always give this beautiful example. It's like our house. You need to keep throwing the unwanted garbage and keep adding more positivity, cleansing, adding more, high vibrational elements, things, thoughts, feelings, people, everything. Same way, this is an ongoing process which keeps on going every single day. You cleanse yourself mentally, physically, financially, digitally, emotionally, and keep adding more beautiful things. And each of our healing courses are like that. Every time you pick up a new healing course is an opportunity to raise your vibration and to heal in a new, beautiful manner of yourself, right? So every opportunity that comes across where you feel I can go to the next level, you must choose it. How many of you understood what I'm saying? Give me A in the chat box which says, I am with you. I'm understanding what you're saying, right? Yeah. You live life with that 100% awareness that now I understand how I can create a lot of positive Kriyamana karma. That's how the universe is functioning, that it gives you chances and choices that, come on, you have this also portion where you also have some control over your own karmas, how you want to do it, right? So that is what is about the karmic thread. So I want you to go back and sit and think about what all the people that you have to return something. Close those small transactions. Finish it off. Don't keep anything pending. If you have any people whom you have hurt, pick up that phone, start saying sorry to them and keep it. If you feel, no, I'm not in a condition to pick them up or pick the phone, I maybe do not have their numbers, just in your mind, call that person and say sorry and finish it off. If you think someone has helped you and you forgot to say thank you, today is the time where you just close your eyes and say thank you. And anybody who you meet and has been an amazing place in your life, it's time to say I love you. A lot of us, we love a lot of people, but we don't tell and express it. But know that when you have an opportunity, do that, because each and every word that you express is closing a karmic thread, because otherwise it remains like a never ending loop, just like that, right? So every time you do this with awareness, you close every transaction with 100% awareness. Yeah. So that's about what we wanted to learn about karmic thread. While we are doing that, I want to also share an amazing news with each one of you that 7th and 8th of February in Bangalore, we are having 2 days of live healing event. I will be taking your questions for the karmic threads for sure, but I'll quickly run you through what we are doing in the 2 days live healing event. You have another And in the 40 days, we're going to have lots and lots of other additions to what I'm going to tell you today, because it's the first time I'm sharing in an online class that what the announcing of the 2 days healing live event. We had one last year and it was one of the most amazing events ever. I'm going to run you through videos and some pictures from the last event. And also I'm going to invite you to the event that we are doing in February. This is how we all had celebrated together. Each one of them who is holding that award in your hand is a super healer who was recognized on the stage. This is how we had put pictures of each of these people on the stage. These are the super healers who picked up their awards, announced to the world that they are these super healers. We have Monica right now live. That's how proud moment it is to pick up that beautiful award. And like we are light workers, so this is a beautiful depiction of that. I want
Ready, 3, 2, 1, go!
Because privacy is also important, let me tell you. When
But I'm not coming here for the first time. I have done this event at least 100 times in my mind.
Oh wow.
I have stood on this stage 100 times in my mind. I have seen each one of you 100 times in my mind.
Yes.
I have given this speech 100 times in my mind. So to everyone who feels like, I've learned a little bit of healing, I love healing. This is an opportunity where we practice a lot of healing and we actually heal ourselves. Anyone who walks into that hall has 5-layer cleansing. We do 5-layer cleansing of you before you even enter the hall. So I want to ask each one of you, do you want to come there as a guest or you would like to come there as a host? How many of you feel that I want to be a part and I want to just, not just come there and be like a guest, but I would be taking, of course, the super healers are supposed to do a lot of major share of work wherein you come and cleanse others, right? You have to cleanse others, you have to heal others, you have to teach others, and you have to perform, some of your super healing powers on others and display that this is what I am. Right? That is what this stage gives you an opportunity. If you have taken any of my courses, 5 of them, you can come and pick up those certificates on the stage and announce to the world that, I'm a Reiki healer, I'm an angel healer, I'm a Ho'oponopono healer, I'm a pendulum dowser, I'm a card reader, I'm a numerologist, whatever you are. And that is a beautiful, I mean, of course, that's all going to be recorded, which you will be given those clips so that you can use it for your promotions in future. And there are awards for the super healers, which is a recognition of you being that super healer. A super healer is someone who has learned multiple modalities, started using their skills to heal another person, taken this up as a full-time profession, because we are on a mission to create one healer in every house. Every super healer who learns does not just learn. A super healer is someone who has learned because they want to take this journey forward. They transfer it, like how we do co. I give you co, you give another person co, and another person gives another person co. Super healers are like that. You learn, evolve, help another person. That person helps another person. Then that person helps another person, right? All of that. What is this, Sahil? So each of that is going to be a part and parcel of the event where we experience a lot of healing. We network with a lot of other healers and super healers. We collaborate with a lot of super healers. I want to tell you that I'm very close to finishing my 1,200 students, and I was able to make my this journey very fast because I went to a lot of these live events. When I go to live events, I'm able to collaborate, network, talk, and meet people personally, and there my growth can happen very fast. Those of you who feel I also want to be involved in that high energy space, let me tell you, a lot of your ascension can happen just by being in the right energy, right? So if you are someone who feels that Divya, you need to wait for the questions, please. I will finish this and take questions at the end, right? So it's definitely the right time once I'm done, which will not take much. Yeah, you have Krupa's number. You can get in touch with the team. She'll help you out directly, right? So this is an event. I'm inviting each one of you to be present over there. We have two categories of tickets, the silver ticket and the gold ticket. It's going to be in Bangalore. It's called Heal and Grow. It's on the 7th and 8th of February 2026. What's included in the event? Certification on the stages for healers who have taken 5 and above courses, awards for the super healers so that you get to announce to the world, live magical healing experiences. A lot of people will be showing their display of work that they are good at, advanced healing learning, that we will be learning a lot of new things, networking and collaborating with healers and super healers all over India, activities related to healing. So last time we had done a lot of manifesting work around money, and then we went back home and grew our money. Morning snacks and teas included, lunches included, evening snacks and teas included. And for the gold ticket holders, we have a gala dinner specially with me, and we are celebrating a lot of success stories of people. We will be having an opportunity. Once you book your tickets, we will be handpicking a few of them where you will be displaying your expertise. For the silver ticket, all this is included. All right, whatever I mentioned. And for the gold ticket, all this is included. And in addition to this, you will have front row seating, a special seating for the gold ticket holders, a special opportunity to network with only the super healers. You will have a gala special dinner with me on that particular day, and you will have a very special talk where I'm going to reveal every secret that I have followed to hit my 12,000 people paid community in 1,000 days, right? Of course, we'll have selfie together when we are in the gold ticket. We will have that, closeness, of course. And the silver ticket is costing 3,999 and the gold ticket is 9,999. Whether you want the silver ticket or the gold ticket, go ahead and choose whichever works for you. And only for today, if you're buying a gold ticket, I'm giving you a silver ticket free. So that there's a lot of there are a lot of people. I want to come with my husband, with my children, with my brother, with my sister. Krupa, can you drop the link in the chat so people can book their tickets? Those of you who are prepared with 399 go ahead and book your silver or gold tickets. But those of you who feel that I'm not prepared with that money right now, I need some time, go ahead and book with the advanced booking link with 999. Yeah, just book that and just send that message to Krupa, wherein you say that advance booking for silver or gold ticket, and she will be adding you and giving you all the information that we have in store coming up for you. And those of you who are booking the gold ticket, remember it's going to be book the gold ticket and get the silver ticket free. And yes, Those of you who are from ECH and you're wondering, I just joined ECH, I am not certified in any of the healing courses. What about me? How many of you are like that, who didn't learn any healing, who is not a healer, who is not a super healer, and you're thinking, what about me? What am I supposed to do? Neither I get certificate, neither I get award. What should I do? Type me if there is anybody like that, who has still not learned, who is actually a newbie, who is still a baby in this community, who thinks that I have not, a few, not five. Okay. So, Mr. Mahesh, we have a special offer for you. Anybody else who has not learned many healing modalities, Lini, Vinod, you don't have to worry. You're a super healer. So, Lini, for you, it is sorted. All right. Who else? Anybody who hasn't learned many healing modalities, you're brand new in this community. Prasanna, you've learned a lot, no, Prasanna? No? So those of you who feel that I also want to pick up a certificate, but I've still not learned, get in touch with Krupa. We have a secret offer for you. She'll help you out with that. So just message her, 8904060246. And you know what you need to message her? You need to message her secret. And she'll reveal the secret to you as to what you guys have in store. So those of you who want to come to the event, want to pick up your certificates on the stage, want to know more, definitely message Krupa and she'll let you know what the offer is in the live. I am excited to meet each one of you live. I would love to spend some amazing time, have that talking personally. How many of you are willing and wishing to come? Type me in the chat box if you want to come to Bangalore. Not yet booked your ticket or booked your ticket, whatever it is. If you are coming also, type me in the chat box so that I know. Sushma Bharat is coming. Okay. Sushma Bharat is coming and Supreet Arora is coming already. Okay. Anybody else who's booked your tickets? Not yet. Want to book your tickets? Confused? Priyanka was there last time. Priyanka Murpani, you were there last time. Unmute yourself, sweetheart.
How are you, Madhura? I'm talking to you for a long time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I was just busy in something. I want to book my tickets this time as well. I'm from Mumbai actually. So
Sure.
I just wanted to clarify that last time a super healer I was, but you didn't give awards for that. So are you giving awards this time for super healers?
You are chosen for sure.
Okay. Okay, then I'll be coming then for award.
Definitely you're coming. I want you to share your small review on how you felt the event was last time.
Yeah, the event was very huge, humongous, and we, as a light workers, was very much inspired by everything that we discussed. Like a lot of hosts were there last time, and like Kriti. So I was mesmerized. I mean, the session was truly amazing. Each one of you, I would suggest you just go for it, and then once you go and take a step, you will be invited into a lot of events like that. So I have been attending events in Mumbai, but your first event was in Bangalore that I attended. So I'm like this time, if you're giving me an award, then I'm definitely coming as a super healer. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyanka. So, any more questions with regards to the karmic threads or the event? Which one ever, now you're welcome to ask your doubts. Feel free and I will clear it out for you. Let me read this now. Hi, Madhura. I'm not sure if this is the right time, but wanted to ask you, if we enroll for Reiki 1 and 2, can we learn at our own pace? Will we be given an option to choose our day for attunement with you? So the format that we have is you will learn in detail from the recorded course, but we will have a lot of these repeat sessions where I come live and teach you the whole course live once again. And that day you will have the live attunement with the Q&A also. You will be asking your doubts also after that. So the attunement is going to be live only over the Zoom here. And assuming you're coming to Bangalore for the event, we will have live attunement there also. So last year we didn't plan, but this year to everyone who is coming, we will be planning an in-person attunement over there. Mahesh, it's going to be February 7th and 8th. All right. Any more questions that you have? Mr. Mahesh also had some questions, I think. He was typing. Let me start with you, ma'am. I thank you and I love you. Thank you so much. I hope my presence heals naturally, not intentionally. If I attend, I am a participant. Mahesh, yes, you will heal naturally. But intention is also very powerful. If you just put that intention that I want to heal, which means this way or this way, you want to heal yourself or you want to heal others, both are possible. So definitely if you're coming 7th and 8th of February, why I'm telling you early is anybody who wants to book their tickets, you have to, you will be allowed. You need to book early so that you have the best prices of the flight or the train or the whatever. Life. What a beautiful name. Is that your name? I'll unmute you now. You need to raise your hand. Yeah, unmute yourself, Life. Yes. First of
Yeah,
all,
actually, I was trying to unmute myself from a long time, but I was unable to.
yes.
I was unmute here, but not at your end. Like just now, you unmuted me. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yes. Anything?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
All right. And yes, Padmini ma'am. Padmini ma'am, last time you brought Ramya. This time Ramya is going to bring you. It's going to be the other way around. Unmute yourself.
Ma'am, now I've been able to unmute. Ma'am, actually, my issue was that why I didn't respond to you that day was I'm in a transition period of going back to my parent organization. I'm on deputation to my current organization.
Okay.
So I don't know by leave who will be sanctioning, they will give me or not give. So
So what
that is the issue.
send Ramya for sure. She has something amazing for her. So you can
Okay.
last minute decision.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, one question, ma'am, as an, today we were just talking about this karmic threads and everything. So suppose I have created some karmic thread in my previous life, like harming somebody, which I shouldn't have done. How do I clear it now?
By Kriyamana Karma now, where you say, even if you do a small deed, it is not that you have to do something really big. Let's say you did a big mistake last time, but this time you want to cover up with this much. So let us say you offer sugar to ants. It's as simple as. So if you just do something like this, like sugar to ants, you're getting 20% of the benefit. But if you say 100% you want the benefit from that, that in my previous lifetimes, whatever mistakes I have done, I would like to be forgiven for that and I would like to close that open karmic thread today. I'm going to offer this sugar to these ants, and you put that with that intention that after offering this, my those karmic are cleared, a lot can be cleared now. Right?
Okay.
So adding intention and living life more thoughtfully with awareness is what brings that fast relief from the previous lifetime's bad karmas.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
So you go ahead and book for Ramya.
Okay, I'll talk to her and get back to you.
Regarding karmic threads, I'm not sure you have mentioned, but wanted to know again how to break the threads of repeated patterns of quarrels and fights at home. Divya, you need to ask yourself that what am I supposed to learn from this? What are you trying to teach me? Dear universe, what are you trying to teach me out of these repeated fights? Are you trying to teach me patience? Are you trying to teach me to become strong? Are you trying to teach me to become more confident? Am I a coward right now because of which, or am I what is it that I am supposed to learn? And the moment you put that question, slowly you will start getting absolutely the answer, and then eventually you will be clearing the karmic threads. Yes. How many of you? Yes, Haripriya, unmute yourself. Where are you? Unmute yourself.
Yeah. Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
My doubt is when I am doing meditation, that time I got a challenge, but without meditation also I got pressure here. What that is means I have a doubt.
Without meditation, you're feeling some heaviness. So you need to
Uh,
ground yourself and cleanse yourself because you
no,
need.
no. Sometime little bit coming inside and just like going like that only.
Ground.
Pressure is not there.
Yeah, you need to ground yourself well
Mm.
because this is,
Okay.
you need to channel information in the right manner when you are prepared in the right way. So, if this is happening, you're not grounding yourself enough. Start
Okay.
doing practices well.
Here also every time vibrating. How to control it, madam?
It's the same thing.
Same thing, grounding. Okay.
That's the best.
One more doubt about karmic threads. Some people are talking vulgarly and some words. How can we control our things
And
that time?
yeah.
Angry or something.
Yeah, so you don't have to always think that it is said to you. It is their own inability to control their tongue in the right manner. That is why they're using abusive language. But you have to just think that, they are not yet ascended enough. That is why they speak like that. They have not come to this class. They have not learned about karma. They don't understand karma.
Oh,
They don't
yes.
understand karma. That is why they are doing that. Hence, you just forgive them and say that, let God give them sadbuddhi. Dear God, dear universe, dear higher energy, dear higher, give them the right sadbuddhi to heal them, to understand what to speak, what not to speak, what is right, what is wrong. They should be able to understand by themselves.
That time we try to become calm and move on from that place is very best.
Yes.
Uh, and one more thing, madam. Before I didn't say anybody to. I didn't do this thing without that. After learning so many things, I openly said I didn't do this thing. I am not comfortable with. That time I feel very light and very calm and
Believe
very happy.
me, that's
The at that time my life is a little bit changed. No, before everyone used me. After that, okay, she is not able to do. Okay,
yeah.
that change is started.
It's okay to say no. Nothing wrong.
Uh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Without guilty, I said no.
Mm.
Before I think twice. If I say no, they feel very bad. That's it. After learning so many things, openly, freely said no with
Good.
without guilty.
Wonderful.
That is the change I see in my life.
Yes.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, Nehal, unmute yourself.
Um, so I have one doubt, Madhura, not related to karmic, but one incident happened yesterday. I was sleeping. While I was sleeping, I kept a labradorite palm stone under my pillow. But after some time, I was hearing a lot of noise. I could feel मतलब मैं बार बार ऐसे उठ के देख रही थी कोई है क्या ऐसे जोर जोर से. So why was that?
These are developing your clair powers basically. What labradorite does is activates your third eye chakra. So it is not, if you're keeping it, then it is, you should understand it's going to work on your third eye chakra. What happens when your third eye chakra is activated or balanced is a lot of your clair powers are activated. So for some people, it is to be able to see with closed eyes. For some people, it's to be able to hear, even not this ear, not the physical ear, the clair powers, clair audience, we say. Similarly, there are 6 clair powers. One of them, whichever is dominant, will be activated for you. So for you, it is just the hearing. It's good if you are doing it. But if you feel that I don't want to be disturbed while sleeping, keep an amethyst and not a labradorite.
Okay. But how do I put it? But I'm not a very good listener. That has been a common.
So you think so. So this is
Okay.
the universe telling you that it is time for you to listen, because a lot of answers will come to you from your inner mind, which is for you to listen.
Okay.
Okay? Yes.
Okay.
And we have another person. Saundarya, unmute yourself. Yes, unmute yourself, Saundarya. Given you
Ma'am,
permission.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Ma'am, actually, I'm not able to speak because my baby is speaking near to me. So I have put my questions on the chat. Like, would you suggest? I'm new to Everyone Can Heal.
Okay.
Uh,
Actually,
so
ma'am, I'm
can
stuck
you
in one.
suggest any other modalities should I purchase and then should I
Yes.
do? Like,
I'll just
that's-
look at your question right now, Saundarya.
yeah,
I
ma'am,
stuck
thank
in
you.
career break, a lot of obstacles, how to come out of it. Also close people who leave abruptly or leave after hurting a lot. Who does that? What does that mean? It means, Saundarya, you're vibrating currently at a very low frequency, and that is why one, maybe, okay? And the second thing is, when people leave, it's not always bad. Sometimes the people leaving is good because you are keeping your circle small. Only few people is okay, but the best of best people. So Saundarya, you don't have to worry about people leaving you. If they love you, they will never leave you. And if they don't love you, what is the use keeping them close to you? So absolutely be free. If there is someone who is meant to be for you, they will stay in your life forever. So do not chase people, attract people. Stuck at a career break, there are multiple ways how you raise your money frequency. One of the most powerful thing is learning Money Reiki. Just take Money Reiki. Earlier we had it at 4,000 rupees. Now it is at 99. No, it's just 999. Yeah, I think it's 999 now. So it's one of the bestest course for money frequency raising, right? Why people don't understand us after multiple explanation and efforts. Saundarya, it's time you stop explaining yourself to people. People who love you will understand even your silence. And people who don't love you will not understand even if you shout, explain, go pages with extra pages and extra supplements. They will not understand you because they choose not to understand you. How many of you agree to this? Sometimes you're explaining and explaining and explaining and explaining, and they're not in a mood to listen. They will not agree. But the moment you know that this person loves you, you don't have to explain anything. They understand everything. How many times you might have done something wrong, but the right person will say, it's okay, I know. I know you're not that kind of a person. Something happened, and that is why you did like that, even though you have done something wrong. So, Saundarya, this is a message that I'm giving you. Stop explaining to people. They do not deserve your explanation. Okay? They do not deserve your explanation and efforts. Start living your life the most beautiful manner. Start raising your vibration. I have another beautiful course which I can suggest you as a beginner if you don't want Money Reiki. Take Heal Yourself. Heal Yourself is a 21-step process which is a beginner-friendly course which you can start learning from scratch. If you are new to Everyone Can Heal and new to healing, Heal Yourself also is for 999 only, which you can pick it up and start learning, right? Money blockage is karma. How to cut this? Money blockage is karma. Yes. Does Ho'oponopono also clear past life karma? Yes, it does. To clear karma, have we to give sugar to black or red ants? I just gave a reference of an idea. It can be anything that you want. You help anybody, you heal anybody, you teach anybody, you give sugar to ants, to birds, to dogs, to cats, to cows, to your own ways of anything that's good. You know, sometimes even listening to someone in a very beautiful manner is just doing good karma. Yeah. Do we get any protocol records when we take a gold and silver ticket? Like what? What are you referring to, Sharda? Can you unmute yourself? Sharada. What I want to tell you is when you book a gold or a silver ticket, you will get all. Yes, Sharda, go for it.
Hello.
Yes.
Uh, Good evening. Like in Pranic, when we heal, we get a protocol book.
Okay.
So do we get like that?
Of the gold and silver ticket for the silver.
Or any cases.
Yeah. I mean, if you take a gold or a silver ticket, what protocol are you talking about? You get details about the event. That's all. You get updates about.
Okay. I'm asking about any reference any protocol while we healing. For example, any cancer patient or any tumor he has, we use protocols, right,
Yeah.
to heal a person. So
Well,
that type I'm
yeah.
asking.
Right now, I am having like so many different healing modalities. So it is difficult for me to tell you which modality you're asking about. I'm a little confused actually what you're asking. Golden event, this is basically for your event, live event, right? So you
Okay.
enjoy the healing, you do the healing, you take healing, experience healing, learn a lot of energetic healing,
Okay.
super healing, right?
Okay.
We are going to do in the event, right? Yes. Ritu ma'am, you had some questions? Snehal, is that an is a
So, yeah.
lighting diya near Tulsi pot, there was an ant in diya while I was lighting and got burned. It would be considered, no, so that's Baddha karma, which is without your knowledge, you did something. So it's okay, it's forgivable. So now you just feed somebody and say that it's just negated. All right.
Mm.
A lot of us do a lot of mistakes without our knowledge. So that is absolutely okay. So in the
So
event of,
I would not say I did accidentally because मुझे लगा अगर मैं जलाऊंगी तो वो भाग जाएंगे.
हाँ, तो वो भी निधत्त कर्म होगा कि आपने जानबूझकर नहीं उसे मारा, वो
Hmm.
अचानक मर गया. So again, you just do something so that mindfully you say that I want forgiveness for this. That's it, right? Yes, one last time, I'm leaving the links to all the 3 tickets. Silver ticket, 3,999. Gold ticket, buy one, get the other one free. Advance booking is 999. All right? Any more doubts that you have? My boss troubled me a lot professionally for nearly 8 to 10 years. Then I left my job for good, but somewhere I was hurt and I said to myself, next life, I'll be you and you will be me. So have I created a karmic thread and how do I clear it? Yes. This is how you create a karmic thread, which means you have not forgiven him. You're in the revenge mode. So, Nayan, this is exactly a perfect example where you're still saying that I want to be connected to you. But do you know, Nayan, something very beautiful? That the next time, even if he's your boss and he is going to be your employee, he will only trouble you and you will not be able to trouble because you are continuing the karmic thread. So the moment you say that I don't want to be connected to you anymore, so hence I forgive you for everything, you're closing the karmic loop. So Nayan, um, it doesn't matter what the role is, whether he's the boss or you're the boss. What is important is who is troubling whom will continue if you're not learning your lesson. So your lesson here is when you troubled me, I learned to be strong, I learned patience and stuff. And then you say that I want to close this loop now, and hence I forgive you. Yes, Sushma, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm very much interested to join the event, but I'm little confused that I don't know. You can't help me on this matter. How many times I have to ask my husband money? That is my question.
You have time, so nothing to worry.
Okay.
And your
Okay.
husband will be the first person if you say, I'm going to be celebrated. You're not going to celebrate, you are celebrated here. This is a place where you are going to be proud of who you are and what you're doing, right? So this is an opportunity. I think every individual feels that need for validation that I am doing something. This is that stage where you are recognized. So this is a recognition that you're getting for all the good work that you have done all these days. So I'm sure your husband will be super excited to send you. So don't worry. Just inform
I
him.
didn't ask him. Maybe he will send, but my inner voice is not ready to ask him so many times.
You can take your time to wait for your inner voice. When your inner voice is saying that no, I don't want to sit here and clap for everyone else who is taking that on the stage, then your inner voice will say, I will.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Nayan, unmute yourself.
Ma'am, the question was like, how do I clear that? Means whatever I have said, unintentionally it was said.
Want your boss once again in the next lifetime? Wow.
No, no, I don't want. Actually, that time I was not that much aware of all these karmic threads and all. So unknowingly, it was like, since you did bad to me, I am also going to do it to you back in the next life. So that time I was not that aware of it. But now, since I'm connected to all these spiritual practices and all, now I understand that these things are not good. So
So
how do I clear it?
so first thing, now you sit in peace and then you tell your boss that energetically you invite your boss and you say that, you troubled me a lot, but that was only making me stronger. Now I'm like super strong that because of your trouble, I joined spirituality, I entered spirituality.
Yes, yes. Actually, in one way, actually, if I go to see, that was the reason for why I joined this line, the spiritual path. So that way, I give a lot of credit to him.
You to him. It's a big thank you to him that because of his that incessant pain, continuously he troubled you, that you had to come into healing. And don't you think that this decision of coming into healing was amazing? Yeah.
Yes, yes, sure. That's for sure.
Right energetically that person, and in your mind you say that, I know that you troubled me a lot, but that was universe's way of putting me into healing, of putting me into spirituality. Today, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you with gratitude that because of you, I came into healing. I forgive you for each and everything that you troubled. But now I want to close this karmic thread, and I would like you to be happy where you are and let me be happy where I am. And once you do this ritual 9, you will see the very next day there will be some change, which will be a noticeable change because you have closed a very big 8 to 9 years of karmic loop thread.
Yes.
See that. So do it at the earliest.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else? Any questions with regards to karmic threads or with regards to the event? So just curious, almost all teachers talk about negative karmas. I'm enjoying my life and got opportunities like this. So this is result of some good karma? Yes. If stuck with your deceased parent about something, how to resolve this karma, do the same thing. Remember your deceased parent and ask forgiveness for anything and everything that you must have done. Say thank you for everything that they have done to you, and let them know that you love them a lot, and ask blessings for you to move ahead in your life in a very beautiful manner. So whoever this is, whose name is Zoom user, know that it is possible to close this, and let them also move ahead faster in that energetic realm. And how do I not exhaust this bank of good karma? Is by adding more good karmas. Why would you exhaust it? Right? You just do more good karma. It keeps adding on to the good karmas. Yeah. All right. Any more questions? We're almost done. I'd love to see each one of you in Bangalore. Yatin, Vignesh, Shweta, Sushma, Supreet, Sujata Kadam, Sucharita. Sucharita, you should come. Saundarya, if not to see me, to see Krupa at least. Snehal, Shweta, Sharda, Seema, Sanika, Rupa, Ritu, Rekha, Raja, then who else is there here? We have Priyanka, Padmini, Nayan, Monica, Mona Lisa, Menon, Mahesh, Lini, Krupa, Kalpana, iPhone, you should change your name. Haripriya, Gulnar, you must come. Gauri, Geeta Tripathi, आप आना चाहिए. Dilip, Dhananjay, Ashwini, Anju, Anusha, each one of you, please come. It's an open invitation with me saying, welcome to the physical world of healing, right? Let's do some great work together. Yes. Any more who has raised your hand? Sujata ma'am, you have a question? Sujata Kadam ma'am, do you have a question? Is there anything like that? Doubt? Call to event? Okay. So each one of you, welcome to the event. Yes, Seema, unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Sorry. Ma'am, I have done only 2 courses from your platform, and I have done so many courses in other platform too. How do I get a certificate or something like that if I come for an event?
Have you booked the ticket?
No, I am thinking like I will have to book a ticket. That's why.
Your ticket, we'll find a way to do that.
Okay. I'm very much interested to connect with the community basically because I'm from Bangalore.
Absolutely.
So that's why I want to connect with you also because you are from Bangalore too.
Lovely. So
So,
just book your tickets and Krupa will help you on how that can happen.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
And the link is there. Krupa, can you just once more, last time share the link? Okay. Anusha, hi ma'am, I just joined. Okay. I don't know what to access where. Is there any orientation? Yes, Anusha. Get in touch with Krupa. She will be able to help you. Sharda, no, we don't have it. Anusha, just get in touch with Krupa. It's 8904060246. But Anusha, I would love to do a personal orientation with you right now. Unmute yourself.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah, can I see you?
I'm
Outside?
yeah. Just a second.
Yes, Anusha, are you here for the very first time?
Yes, yes. I just joined like day before yesterday or something, and
So
this is the
welcome
first
to the
call.
community of Everyone Can Heal. My name is Madhura Girish. So what we do in Everyone Can Heal is we connect every single week and teach something new in healing, in spirituality, learn something, heal someone, get together and do a lot of healing activities. And you will be able to, are you new to healing?
Kind of.
Kind of new to healing. So it's a world of positivity. Basically, it's a world of positivity, energy healing, raising your vibration, moving into a happier, abundant life. So we have more than 40 other courses. If any time in your life you feel I want to learn. And where are you from?
I'm from Chennai.
Okay. And in February, we are doing an event in Bangalore. Until then, if you have any calling that I also want to come to the physical event and, be a part of it, you're welcome. But otherwise, Krupa will help you with the access to the recordings of the previous courses, of the previous Everyone Can Heal sessions. And every week you can come in live and learn something new. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Once again. Yeah. Yes. Yes. For anybody, any more questions? Get in touch with Krupa. It's 890-4060-246. Lini, you booked your ticket? You should. Talk to Krupa. She'll help you out. All right? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.